Yep, good. Thank you.
See you, buddy. Have fun.
All right.
Negative. If they do not have a trailer, they need to go around to the tunnel. They can come in that way. The only people that get to come across the crossover are people with trailers. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go. Hey guys, can you hear me out there? Gino, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready now for GT experts and amateurs. Let's take a look at our starting row. On the front row of the grid, it is Ernie Miller on the 5.5 Yamaha R6. Next to him will be Dave Lakovich on the 21, the Suzuki GSXR 750. Then Andre Taylor on his R6 on the bike number 220. Jeff Selbert on the number 1, the 4-time MCRA expert champion in this class. Jesse James will be on row 2. He's riding the bike number 835. Ben Probst riding the WFO Motorsports bike. He is riding bike number 871. Kerry Lippold is making his debut in the amateur GT, the expert GT class, riding the 99 GSXR. Then there is Tommy Specker on the Yamaha R1. Tommy Specker on the Yamaha R1. Then we get to the GT amateurs. We've got Nick Schutzenhofer. Then we've got Chris Knauer, Todd Knauer, Blake Holt, who has been running fast and I believe was holding the points lead as we talk. Then we've got Josh Davis on the 598, Fred Bailey on the 212, Logan Myers on the 19. Then we've got Drew Winter on the 74X, Nick Square on the 86, Dominick Laird on the 88, and then Jared Harrison on the 19X. Here we go. They are out for their warm-up lap, coming down the front straightaway as we grid up. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for racing in St. Louis. I guess this is the debut for racing in St. Louis this year. The first St. Louis motorcycle race of 2014. Jeff Selbert, you can identify him easily with the fringe on the leather. A neat touch that that really helps him stand out. Andre Taylor, in his first year as an expert, has been a challenger all year long. Here comes Dave Lakovich. The 3 board is up. Getting ready now. I guess that's the 2 board. No, that's not the 2. That's the 3. They're counting the riders. Everybody's sliding into position. We got a whole crowd of people up here in the timing and scoring area. Jay Kish sitting at the computer making sure everything's working. Here we go. We're getting ready for the 2 board. Stig manning the numbers. Stig turns it to 1. One's going to go sideways, and here comes the green flag, and Selbert gets a great start. Lakovich is right there with him, and Lakovich is going to lead down into turn 1. Andre Taylor trying to get into the mix as they go into turn 1. It is going to be Lakovich with Taylor hot on his heels, Selbert in 3rd. Here they go down into turn 2. Everybody's going to get through clean. All right, and Andre Taylor looked to be trying to go around the outside. Here they come into turn 3. Everybody's through clean, and it is Lakovich, Taylor, Selbert, and then I believe Ernie Miller right there in the mix in 5th. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Jay. I've got some timing and scoring iPad action here. Awesome. And everybody's making their way through turn 6. Just in case you're wondering, this is a 20-minute timed endurance race. They call it a mini endurance. And here we go as they make their way through turn 7. Looks like Chris Knauer's in the mix there with Blake Holt for the front of the amateur field. Somebody just made a great pass onto the entry to the goat trail, and here they come down to the chicane where I had my own personal butt pucker moment this morning. Dave Lakovich leading him down the front straightaway, and he's got a nice gap between himself and Taylor. And there's Ben Probst. Ben Probst in third, just ahead of Jeff Selbert and Ernie Miller. Selbert falling off the pace. And our first lap from Dave Lakovich from a standing start is a 1:11.9. Ernie Miller, Selbert has pulled off the track. Something's not right. Okay, he is on hot pit trying to wrench it back into place. So we'll see how it goes here. Everybody's making their way down towards turn 6, and it continues to be Lakovich with the charging Ben Probst. Not far behind Andre Taylor. There's Ernie Miller in 4th. Ernie Miller looking around the outside of Probst. Can't get it done in turn 7, but Ernie Miller is there and in position. Jesse James trying to get into the fray as well. Here they go, down towards the goat trail, and Lakovich is going to lead them down the goat path. Andre Taylor hot on his heels. Lakovich has been hungry for a race win for a long time now, and with Selbert in the hot pits, this may be the opportunity he needs if he can hold off a charging Andre Taylor. Andre Taylor down into turn 2. Let's see how they come out, and Taylor's right there. It's down to a bike length. Taylor can't do it in 3. Can he do it? Closer. All right, Selbert's back on track. And Taylor still looking for a way around Lakovich. Ernie Miller hot on the heels of Ben Probst. As we look further back, there's Jesse James in 5th position. And our leading amateur, that is Blake Holt, and I'm betting that is Chris Knauer in 2nd. Todd Knauer's dad right there in the mix as well. Jared Harrison may be in the mix there. And there they go, Dave Lakovich with a 1:08.2, Andre Taylor with a 1:08.3, Ben Probst a 1:08.3, Ernie Miller 1:08.5, Jesse James 1:09, Tommy Specker in the hunt with a 1:12, and then here comes Blake Holt, Todd Knauer, Kerry Lippold, Chris Knauer, Jared Harrison, and Dominick Laird. Nick Square running in 13th, Josh Davis in 14th, ahead of Drew Winter running in 15th. Tommy Specker looking very strong on the R1, leading Blake Holt. Blake Holt makes a mistake. No, he doesn't. That was Todd Knauer. Looked like he was going to make a pass on Blake Holt, but I guess he went in too hot into turn 5 and has to give the position back. Looking back, Tommy Specker leading Blake Holt. Knauer clearly with better corner speed right there with Blake Holt looking to the inside of turn 7. Can't get it done. What's going on with our leaders? Onto the front straightaway they come. Here comes Lakovich. Andre Taylor right there. Ben Probst closing the gap. Ernie Miller falling off. And Jesse James now a distant 5th. Jesse James a distant 5th. The big battle right now is between Todd Knauer. Now Knauer and Holt have made their way around Tommy Specker. Not sure where that happened, but now Blake Holt will lead Todd Knauer down to turn 1. Tommy Specker slots in right behind him with a couple of other amateurs hot on his heels. Looking back here, there's talk of Andre making a run at Lakovich down into turn 5. Can't get it done there, but there is Ben Probst slowly chipping away at that gap on the WFO Motorsports motorcycle. That's Jerry Davidson's old bike, I believe, or Lakovich's old bike, I'm not sure. Ben Probst right there in the hunt, and boy, Andre Taylor is continuing. Boy, he's good on the brakes on the entrance to the goat trail. Right there with him, and Lakovich will hold him off through the chicane one more time. Taylor's right there as they come out of the chicane. He is close, and Lakovich able to pull a little gap on him coming down the front straightaway. Checking back with our amateur field, it continues to be Holt, it continues to be Knauer, and then our 3rd place amateur is Chris Knauer. So it's Blake Holt holding off the 2 Knauers, father and son team on the Kawasaki's. Here comes Todd looking around the outside of Holt. It's going to be a braking duel into turn 1, and Holt's going to win it this time. Tommy Specker right there in the mix, and that is a lot of traffic trying to get there through turn 1 and 2, and Holt will hold on. They go 2 wide. Tommy Specker with somebody else. Kerry Lippold goes wide as they make their way around. Andre Taylor about to get passed by Ben Probst. Ben Probst looking around the outside of turn 7. Can't get it done. Getting some great help from folks up here in the timing and scoring booth, keeping eyes on everything that's going on. Blake Holt continues to hold off Todd Knauer, and Chris Knauer trying to make his way around. Tommy Specker tries to go around the outside of turn 7. He makes the pass, and it sticks this time. Great job by Chris Knauer to hold off Tommy Specker. Here they come down the goat trail, and he's going to have a chance to reel in his son and maybe get caught up here with Blake Holt and make it a 3-way battle for the amateur front. Now, David Lakovich has had a chance to run away a little bit as he's pulled a gap on Andre Taylor and Ben Probst. Ben Probst and Andre Taylor duking it out, letting Lakovich get away. Blake Holt holds him off for another lap as they go down into turn 2. Ben Probst is needs to get around Andre Taylor here pretty soon if he's going to make a run at Lakovich for the finish. Blake Holt, now with some clean air in front of him, is really starting to pull a gap between himself and Todd Knauer. Chris Knauer in front of Tommy Specker, and Jeff Selbert in the mix with him, running pretty far back from the rest of the field after a stop on hot pit. And now Lakovich is starting to run away. Lakovich starting to pull away from Andre Taylor and Ben Probst as they come down the front straightaway. Ben Probst going to make the pass and moves into second place. Ben Probst moves into second as they go down into turn 1. Can Andre Taylor fight back? Going to be hard to do against such a cagey veteran as Ben Probst. Few people know this track as well as he does. That gives Ernie Miller a chance to start reeling him in. Now with some clean air in front of Ben Probst, can he reel in David Lakovich and steal the win away? Fred Bailey's out there in the mix. Let's take a look back at our running order right now. In expert, it is Lakovich.
All right, now we just need a spot on him through 7 and 8.
All right, David Lakovich, your leader. Ben Probst in second. Taylor in third. Ernie Miller fourth. Jesse James fifth. Tommy Specker in sixth for the expert field. Blake Holt leads the amateurs, followed by Todd Knauer, Chris Knauer, Kerry Lippold, Jared Harrison, and Dominick Laird. Josh Davis running in 13th overall. Lakovich continuing to hold a good gap on Ben Probst, but Ben Probst now pulling away from Andre Taylor a little bit. Whole crowd of bikes making their way through turn 7. It's a good fight in the amateur ranks. Now Andre Taylor getting ready to pick off his first back marker. David Lakovich about to pick off his first back marker, making his way down towards turn 5. He's around cleanly, and it is Holt, Knauer, Tommy Specker.
Can you see anybody down on that straightaway?
Kerry Lippold running right behind him. Now Todd Knauer looks like he's winding up to make another challenge here at Blake Holt. He's been content to follow him a little bit here, but we'll see if he's going to take another run at him as they make their way down into turn 5 and 6. It's not as close as it was earlier in the lap. Ben Probst looks like he's got it on cruise control. Not sure if he's going to be able to close the gap with Lakovich or not. Chris Knauer battling it out with Tommy Specker. Expert and amateur duking it out there. Lakovich making his way around. I believe that is Fred Bailey. I'm not sure about that. I'll try and get the race number as they come through on the next pass. Here the amateurs come down the front straightaway. It is Holt, Knauer, Specker, Dominick Laird moving to the front around Kerry Lippold. Great job by Dominick to get around Kerry Lippold and move up a position. And right now our positions in this race seem pretty stable. We are at the halfway point of this race. Lakovich makes his way around Josh Davis down the front straightaway. Ben Probst appears to be closing that gap a little bit on David Lakovich. Let's take a look. Lakovich's last lap was a 109 flat, and Ben Probst matching him with a 109.1. So far, Lakovich has the fast lap of the race with a 108 dead, with a 108, basically call it a 108.1 out of Dave Lakovich. Looking back at the lap times here, Andre Taylor's fast lap with a 108.2, Ernie Miller with a 108.3, Jesse James with a 109.8, Tommy Specker with 112, Blake Holt with a 111, Todd Knauer with a 111, and then it's 111s, 110s, and 112s from there. Josh Davis putting down a 114.7. Got some guys riding real well today. And what a great clean race so far. I actually hate to say that out loud, should have waited. Dominick Laird in the mix there, doing a great job. And our race orders have, race positions have stayed the same. Dave Lakovich, Ben Probst, Andre Taylor, Ernie Miller, your 1, 2, 3, 4 in GT Expert. And then in amateur, it's Blake Holt, Todd Knauer, Chris Knauer, Dominick Laird, 1, 2, 3, 4. The gap between Lakovich and Probst has not changed over the last few laps, and we probably got about 5 or 6 laps left. We're at probably less than that. We're probably getting pretty close to the white flag. 16 minutes in, so we've got basically 3, maybe 4 laps left, and Todd Knauer has started to make a move. Todd Knauer trying to make a move now, and Dominick Laird in the mix there as well. Dominick going to go around the outside. Dominick Laird, is that? Yes, that's Domo. Around Todd Knauer. Domo makes the pass going into turn 6. What a strong, aggressive move. That was really fun to watch. Dominick Laird now right there holding off Todd Knauer, battling it out for second position. Todd tries to get in the inside in the go trail, can't get it done. Blake Holt holding on to the lead, and now Domo is charging. Holy cow, Dominick Laird is right there all over him, onto the front straightaway. He's close. Can he reel him in? Can he draft him down the front straightaway? Not this time. Dominick Laird, with a valiant effort to charge to the front here, has reeled in, not only past Chris Knauer and Todd Knauer, but has made his way around several fast riders to put himself in position to challenge for the lead. And now we've got an epic 3-way battle for the front with Todd Knauer. Dominick Laird looks to the inside, can't get it done. Holt holds on. Blake Holt holds on for the moment as they charge through turn 6. Dominick Laird all over him. Here they go down into turn 6. Domo looking around the outside again. Can he get it done? It is side-by-side drag race down to turn 7. He lost too much drive on that outside line, and Blake Holt will hold on for another lap. Ben Probst still trying to reel in Dave Lakovich. I don't think he's got enough laps left to make that happen. Holding on tight now as they make their way down the goat trail. It is Holt, it is Laird, it is Todd Knauer. Great battle for the front in the amateur field going on here. Lakovich first, Ben Probst now closing the gap, maybe down to 2 seconds. No, it's still about 3 seconds, about the same. Can Dominick Laird make a move here in the last few laps? As we wait for the white flag, Laird looks to the inside on turn 2, can't do it there. Down to turn 3, Blake Holt able to pull away pretty easily on the entrance to 3. Laird looks around again on the exit of 4, can't make it happen. Blake Holt holding on for the moment, but he is challenged. Where is Lakovich and Probst? Ernie Miller down the front straightaway there. Holt holding off Laird through turn 6, down to turn 7. Domo looking for any way through he can find. He is all over the rear tire of Blake Holt as they make their way down to the goat trail one more time. It looked like Dominick was pretty fast the last time through. He can't do much with the chicane, but he's got to be close enough to get a drive. No, he loses time. He lost time there as Blake Holt navigates the chicane beautifully. Laird with a look back. See where Todd Knauer is. Focus on what's in front of you, buddy. All right, let's take a look back here at our expert field. The gap between Lakovich and Probst has not changed. It is Lakovich, Probst, Andre Taylor, basically with 3 to 6 seconds between each group. Our race is right here in the amateur field. Coming up on the last lap, Dominick looks for that Hail Mary again, and he does not get it. He does. He gets it done. He gets it done on the exit of turn 4. That was brave. He took his brave pill this morning. Holy cow, he's making his way through turn 6. Can he hold it on? Can Blake Holt challenge back? There's a back marker in the way. That's going to slow Blake Holt down. He's not going to get it done this lap. As we look back for the white flag, we are getting close here. They are not calling him through. Maybe 2 or 3 laps left. And Blake, they're too wide into the goat trail. Dominick's going to hold on as they make their way through the chicane. This is going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. How many laps are left in this thing? Holy cow. And Dominick is starting to pull away now. Dominick Laird able to pull away a little bit on Blake Holt. What a race from Dominick Laird, starting pretty far back in the pack to reel in the rest of the field. And he's going to hold off Blake Holt this lap for sure, assuming he doesn't make a mistake. This is a great clean race. Hey, let's give a big thank you to Good Grip Racing, to Andre Taylor, to Big St. Charles Motorsports with Dunlop Tires and ABI Photo. Please stop by and see Ashley downstairs for all of your photo needs. He's got a great photographer out there taking pictures all day today. They got a big screen monitor. You can check your lines. You can check your body position. Blake Holt on the inside of 7. Blake Holt fights back. They're going to go too wide into the goat trail, and Dominick's going to hold it, shuts the door, and holds him off. Wow, what a fight back there by Holt. How many laps left here? I'm looking at the guy with the stopwatch, and he is not reaching for that white flag yet. So Domo will lead another lap. Checking back with our leaders, Lakovich now pulling a 2-second gap on Ben Probst. Andre Taylor about 4 seconds behind that. And then Ernie Miller about 5 seconds behind him. The battle is right up front here. It is between Andre Taylor and Blake Holt. Domo, Dominick Laird, his best lap of a 1:09.5, matching a best lap by Blake Holt of a 1:09.6. These guys are about as evenly matched as you can get. Todd Knauer now has fallen off the pace. He is not going to be able to rejoin the fight with these two. And once again, Blake Holt with a great drive out of turn 7. Not enough this time. And is the white flag out? He's got it in his hand. Here we go, getting ready for the Hail Mary. Blake Holt's going to have to do something special. And they're going to have 2 laps. They're going to have 2 laps to go because Lakovich is not yet in the picture. We're going to have 2 laps. Blake Holt's going to have 2 laps to figure this thing out with Dominick Laird.
2-1 by 8 coming down start finish now.
Okay, so next time around, Blake Holt and Dominick Laird are going to take the white flag. Blake Holt gonna challenge him on turn 6. Blake Holt makes the pass on the exit of 6, and he's gonna hold him through turn 7, side by side. Through turn 7, Domo goes wide, and that was a smart racecraft move by Blake Holt right there to push Domo wide in turn 7. Here we go. They're gonna have 1 lap to go as they come back around. And Domo is going to need to dig deep. He's going to have to dig deep. There's a big gap now between Blake Holt and Dominick Laird with the white flag to go. David Lakovich is going to take the win.
Up on the oval now.
Where are they? Where are they? They're side by side, going up, making their way around Josh Davis. Dominick Laird makes his way, and that may have helped. I'm not sure who that helped. But Dominick's right there. He is right there. They're going to have half a lap to figure it out. Domo's within 2 bike lengths as they charge down into turn 6. Holy cow, it's going to be close. Blake Holt looks like he's got enough. Looks like he's got enough gap. Domo's going to have to dig deep in turn 7 to make something happen, but I don't think he's going to be able to close that distance. Blake Holt is going to hang on here, and I think Domo knows it now. There's too much distance as they head down the goat trail. Dave Lakovich is going to be your winner in Expert GT, followed by Ben Probst and Andre Taylor. As they charge down to the line, it is going to be Blake Holt, Dominick Laird. Stick around for the award ceremony in just a few minutes. And Blake Holt is your winner. What a great race, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic.
The entire field has been checkered at this point.
Woo! Love it. Jay, thank you, man. This is awesome. That was such a huge help. Ladies and gentlemen, was that great or what? I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. All right, as our winners make their way to the podium, what an exciting race. Just fantastic to watch. Good job, Jared. Excellent, man. Good job. All right. What a great race. Watch out.
Thank you. Nice race. Where you going, man? 8.4 by every single lap. Before we used to basically block the front and run out the door, watch the back, and shove the back. Knuckles, Cole. There you go.
You had a good jump.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw the video.
I know, right? Where are they getting these girls from? Just kept my head down and just kept on going at it. Good job, Dave. Thanks. Feels like I was on a slipping slide. It's amazing with 10 years different bikes. I guess I'll put it around my bike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for lighting fire.
Is the photographer for ABI Photo coming? Where's the photographer for ABI Photo? ABI Photo, are you coming? Going once? Going twice? Hey, Amy, would you ask Ashley to send the photographer?
That was the first.
Andre Taylor.
First place. Good job. This is the first time I've ever led.
Boy, you were right there in the mix. Those were some great starting laps, and what happened from there? You were right there with them for about 4 or 5 laps, and then started to fall behind.
I was feeling good at first, and then all of a sudden my tire felt like a slip and slide, and I was all over the track. About 3 or 4 times it about bucked me off, so I said, well, I'll maintain a good pace, and if I can keep an eye on them, I'll be all right. But I still have fun. I'm enjoying this. I like being up here.
Great job. Anybody you want to thank?
Of course, I'd like to thank my girlfriend for putting up with all my shenanigans. Good racing for these Michelins. All the competitors. You coming out all this way to come and announce for us. Thank you very much. Yeah, all of MCRA, staff, everybody. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Your third place expert in GT, Ben Probst. Good to see you back on a podium, man. How'd you feel?
I felt all right. You know, had a hard week leading up here, but came out, had fun riding a motorcycle. Can't complain too much.
Now you were probably building engines until 4 o'clock this morning. How does one find focus after that?
I'll be honest, I probably shouldn't say it out loud here. So
Okay.
it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had any decent sleep. But honestly, the motorcycle. Big thanks to Jerry Davidson, WFO Motorsports. He called me up a few days ago and said, "Hey, want to come ride my motorcycle?" I said, "Sure." So it's a testament to him and me. You know, we both build racing motorcycles, and it's just a testament. I know he builds good stuff, and he just wants to let everybody know he's still out there building motorcycles. And I had fun on it today, and we'll have a chance to sleep and work on it tonight. And I'm looking forward to giving Dave a run for his money. He was flawless today. It was a great ride.
All right, congratulations. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Second place, Ben Probst. Finally! Finally! You got one! I haven't seen you look this good in a long time, boy. You just looked smooth. You looked comfortable. You got a great start. You were solid front to back. You know, the gap between you and Ben never deviated by more than 0.2 of a second for the whole race.
Wow. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, it's amazing. I've been working on this bike. Last year when I came out in October, I had a crash in that. So over the winter, we put some things together. We're still working on it. I got a lot of kinks I got to work out of this thing. But it was a good run, you know. When Jerry told me that Ben was going to ride a bike, I'm going, wow, we're going to have a big grid now, you know. And with Ben racing that puts 8, so now we collect some money for Dunlop. You know, all in all, you know, Jerry at WFO builds great motors. They're fast. This bike, when I rode it the last couple of years, it's scary fast. 1,000 is probably a little too much for me, you know. And when I met Jerry, I had a little bitty bike. It had a little bitty horsepower, but I was going real fast on it. So, but that being said, it was a good race today. You know, at the end of the race, the tires started getting a little warm, getting a little slick out there, and that pothole kept on messing with me every time. Every time. So, with that being said, I would like to thank MCRA. I'd like to thank my race team, Last Minute Racing, my wife, my father, all the people that helped me get to where I'm at today. I want to thank WFO Motorsports and Jerry. If it wasn't for Jerry, I wouldn't be confident in what I'm doing. Jerry is that person that just says yes or no, or once you think about what you're doing. So it's going to be a good year this year. And I like to thank Dunlop Tires. It's a good tire. It takes a lot of work to get it to work right, but it's a good tire. And MCRA.
All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big hand. The Honey Badger himself, Dave Lakovich, with his first place and his first place of the year. Great job for our expert grid. Thank you, guys. Have a great afternoon. You got it?
Yep, got it.
Okay, we're good, guys.
You want me to get the stand stuff?
Sorry about that. I was at the track, so I was like trying to run across.
I understand.
Thanks. I bought it from you. Got to. I ain't got to do nothing.
Good job, Dave.
Thank you.
Happy for you.
Thank you. Horsepower now. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. You see me about bucket about 2 or 3 times.
All right, let's get our amateurs on up here. What a great race that was. Let's get our amateurs up here.
That was a ride, dude.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, girl.
I knew I was going to get tough one.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Charles Miller.
Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you. Blake, you actually had to work for one. Come on, let's go, amateurs, come on up. Dominic, let's go.
I think it's his first one. Get second. When they came around me, he was in front.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He had it for a brief moment.
He got it for sure.
Good job, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we're at lunch right now. Don't forget we've got the benefit this afternoon after racing. It's going to be a benefit for a fallen rider. It's going to be a great time. And as I understand it, the rider himself may join us. Todd, you're just out there giving hope to big men like me. I'm just so grateful. How'd you feel out there? You're in the mix.
I thought I was MotoGP there for a minute, following Blake around. I was like, what am I doing up here? So, yeah, I don't know. And then I got tired. I realized I was old, and I had to back it off a little, let them kids have their fun up there. So,
well, isn't the rule of a team is that the first person you got to beat is your teammate?
Well, I beat the boy, so old beat the young.
You beat the boy. Good job, man. Congratulations. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Bobby Brown for letting me use his trailer again, like the Hokie Creek Dirt Rider Buddies, STLAR, James over at Good Grip, JMP Cycle, and Wood River, and that's about it.
All right, congratulations, Todd Knauer. Great job. You're third place finisher in the Amateur GT. Give him a big hand. Domo, I have seen few rides that showed as much heart as that ride right there, man. That was impressive. Congratulations. That was a hell of a second place. I think you were in 6th or 7th in the amateur field at one point, and you had to fight your way around everybody. Tommy Specker, the Knauers. I mean, I look back and I said, where the hell did he come from? So great job, man. Did you just go into a zone, or what happened?
Yeah, it really was a good race. Just got a bad start and just putting it together about midway, and just kind of kept it together and just tried to go as hard as I can the whole time. And a little after midway, you know, I got pretty tired and started sliding around, but running good, man. These guys were really throwing it down, and you know, just trying to run. But I ran out of gas, decided to let up a little bit, but.
Is that what happened in turn 7? It started to sputter on you or something?
Yeah, I was starting to slide a lot there. In 6, I was starting to get a little throttle happy, and just a little slick. It's all right, though. It's all right.
All right. Well, congratulations. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, definitely. Last minute racing all the way. Jerry at WFO, Dunlop Tires, and MCRA for putting this on.
All right. Congratulations. Give him a big hand. Dominick Laird with a great second place finish. Now, Blake, you are cool as a cucumber, man, because you had that lead under control. You're totally smooth, just smooth and clean as possible. All of a sudden, this knucklehead comes railing by you, and you had to keep your calm, keep your cool, and work your way back. I thought your strategy down there in turn 7 was really strong to make that last pass. Is that, did you just follow him for a couple laps and look for a spot?
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely right about the sliding around out there. It was super, super slick, and I was really uncomfortable, not wanting to go a whole lot faster than what I was doing. And then, of course, he passed me, which made me had to work a little bit harder. I would have rather have not done that. But I followed him for a little while, and you know, we were under pressure and stuff, and I just thought that maybe he'd let me or open up for a little bit of an opportunity, and he did, and I was able to capitalize on it. So. Well,
it was a hell of a race, and congratulations to you for keeping your cool. It was a really smooth ride. You were really tight throughout that entire race. Congratulations. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to dedicate this win to my mom and my stepfather. They came out today, and they're real, real big supporters of mine. Cool. That's my mom over there. My suit says, thanks, Mom.
All right.
Thanks my wife and daughter for coming out, and of course all my usual sponsors, Velocity, James at Good Grip, and ACT Racing.
All right, congratulations. Give him a big hand. Your GT winner in another epic MCRA GT race. Congratulations, guys. We're on lunch break. Brian's got your pictures. He'll let you go here in just a second. But congratulations, guys. We're on lunch break. We're going to come back off of lunch at about 1:30. At that time, there's going to be a memorial ride, by Zach Schroeder in honor of his dad, Rob Schroeder, right before the track goes back to green. So enjoy the lunch hour. Stop by, see Ashley Rakovan in the base of the timing and scoring building. Check out the photos by Brian and ABI Photo. And stop by, say hi to James at Good Grip Racing. Stick around for the benefit. Beth, you're really involved with the benefit. Tell us a little bit about the Bill Dennison event tonight.
Well, we're helping Bill and Karen out. We've got lots of really wonderful things for our silent auction, and we're doing raffles as well. We have some cookies in registration and some t-shirts if people want to come in and buy those. 100% of the money goes to Bill. He was in a really bad wreck, pretty much broke every bone in his face. We're just glad he's alive. He actually went home from rehab today, so that's really good news. He's still going to have surgery to remove some bone from his hip, graft it into his jaw, and eventually he'll have implants for his teeth. So he still has a long way to go. He's out of work until he goes back to work. He's not making a paycheck, so we're trying to do what we can to help him out.
All right. Well, and aren't you glad I gave you so much warning before I stuck a microphone in your face?
I did pretty well.
You did really well. You did really well. Gino Gargak.
Charles, I just had a young man buy a set of knee sliders off me with a $100 bill. He said, give the change to Bill Dennison.
All right. That's very good of him.
You know who you are, young man. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Awesome. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's lunch break. Check your tires. Stay hydrated. It got pretty hot out here. If you're not going to the bathroom once an hour, you're doing it wrong. Get hydrated. Stay hydrated. And let's have fun today. I mean it. That was a lot of heart. It was a hell of a ride. Good job. Which ones? Yeah, in the base of the timing and scoring building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got a whole rack of them.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, cool. Thank you.
You did test the track this morning, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not me.
Good.